Inner peace, in Buddhism, involves awakening to a profound interconnectedness between our own well-being and that of others. This awakening inspires us to actively meet the basic needs of all individuals and advocate for equality and justice. You will never be able to attain peace if you don't understand this concept. Peace is non-dualistic. It is a non-dualistic state of mind which is attainable when we embrace mindfulness, when we embrace compassion, and when we recognize our interconnected and interdependent relationships with others. In our previous video, we discovered the incredible power of contemplative practices like mindfulness when it comes to resolving conflicts. By practicing mindfulness, you can break free from the confines of rigid thinking and cultural boundaries. It's like opening a door to a whole new world of understanding. You start to realize that your identity isn't set in stone, and neither is the other person's. You can honor and respect each other's unique backgrounds while still finding common ground. And this process doesn't just stop at resolving conflicts. It reveals something profound about the human experience. We're all connected. Beneath our diverse identities, we share a common thread of humanity. When we open ourselves up to compassion and service towards others, we tap into that shared unity. Now let's dive deeper and explore one key ingredient that fuels this transformative process. Compassion. Compassion isn't just a warm and fuzzy feeling. It's a courageous and bold approach to human relationships. It requires us to move beyond the black and white thinking that often divides us and recognize the interconnectedness and shared humanity we all possess. When we cultivate compassion, we start to empathize with the pain, sorrow, despair, or suffering of others as if it were our own. We begin to grasp that our existence is intricately woven together. A compassionate mind doesn't discriminate. It extends kindness and love to everyone, even those with whom we may find ourselves in conflict. It compels us to take action, care for others, and serve them selflessly. In embracing this undivided relationship between ourselves and others, we don't diminish or erase our unique identities, whether they're personal or collective. Instead, we undergo a qualitative shift in how we perceive identity. Rather than viewing identity as a separate and fixed entity, we begin to see it as a dynamic part of the interconnected web of life, in a constant state of evolution. This realization leads us to understand the non-dualistic nature of our relationship with others. We come to acknowledge that causing harm to others ultimately harms ourselves. Our well-being and that of others become inseparable, intertwining in a profound way. As a result, working towards peace for others becomes essential for our own peace. Non-dualistic peace, rooted in a compassionate mind, means moving away from self-centered divisions of us versus them and embracing an inclusive awareness of our fundamental interconnectedness. It's a shift in perspective that motivates us to ensure the basic needs of all individuals are met, to promote freedom and justice, and to seek peaceful approaches to managing our differences constructively and creatively. It's fascinating how expanding our awareness of the interdependent and non-dualistic nature of human relationships can truly pave the way for unity and diversity. This concept goes beyond the mere coexistence of different races, ethnicities, cultures, or religion. It's about recognizing the beauty and richness that comes from our differences and viewing them as opportunities for mutual understanding and inspiration. It's essential to understand that unity and diversity doesn't mean we have to reject or abandon our own values, worldviews, or norms. Instead, it encourages us to embark on an ongoing and exploratory journey where individuals with diverse perspectives come together to uncover new meanings and values collaboratively. It's like a melting pot of ideas, where the distinctiveness of each individual contributes to a greater understanding of the world. Now, achieving and sustaining this dynamic may indeed pose some challenges. After all, our thoughts and actions are often influenced by our mental states and conditioning. That's why cultivating mindfulness becomes crucial. By being aware of our own biases, prejudices, and preconceived notions, we can ensure that our words and deeds promote harmony and constructive engagement. Conflict is an inevitable part of human interaction, but it doesn't have to be destructive. By integrating contemplative practices, cognitive change, and compassionate action, we can transform conflicts into opportunities for personal growth and the co-creation of new values and truths. It's about embracing the potential that lies within disagreements and using them as catalysts for positive change. Imagine a world where conflicts are seen as stepping stones toward understanding and unity, rather than as overwhelming barriers. That's the power of unity and diversity. It's about fostering liberating relationships that continuously transform and empower all participants. Together, through our collective efforts, we can create a world where differences are celebrated and embraced, leading us to a more harmonious and interconnected global community. And that brings inner peace.